Hello everyone, welcome back to Function Pilates channel. Today we will combine basic yoga stretches with Pilates mat exercises to spice up your workout. Let's begin with the feet hip distance apart, standing up nice and tall. Taking a moment in to breathe, let's go ahead and begin to sweep those arms up to the ceiling. Lean your body back, open wide through the chest and take a nosedive down, fingertips to toes. Exhale to scoop the belly and restack your spine. Allow those shoulders to roll all the way down and back. Sweep those arms up once again. Lift your chest up to extend the spine. Exhale, nosedive it down, fingertips to toes. Draw the belly up and in as we restack the spine up gently into a nice tall standing position. Sweeping those arms up once again. Leaning your body back. Diving all the way straight down, walk your hands out into a plank position and slowly shift your weight forward to your toes. Take your heels back. Shifting forward, weight back. One more time. Back to a plank position, walking your hands in and rolling yourself up one vertebra at a time, a big shoulder roll at the top. Sweep those arms up again, getting movement through the spine. We'll take a nosedive down and we're walking back out into plank. You can always take a modification with your knees down onto the floor and just holding that kneeling plank. Push those heels behind you, stretching out through the calves. Beautiful. Walking those hands back towards your feet, balancing, regrouping, and restacking the spine. A big shoulder roll back. Sweep those arms up again. So our goal is to get heat in the body. Dive our body straight down, fingertips to toes. Walk ourselves out. Strong plank here. Pushing onto the tippy toes. Pushing the heels all the way back. One more time. And slowly walking yourself back and beginning to restack the spine, a big shoulder roll down those back pockets. The next part here is we'll reach those arms to the sky. Lean your body back. Become self-aware as we begin to dive down. Taking those hands, slip them underneath your feet so your toes are reaching towards your wrists. Put pressure into your hands and soften your knees and lift your hips up. Softening through your knees and stretching your legs up. Good. Again, finding a comfortable pace that works well for you. Releasing your hands, walking right back out into plank. Pull the right knee into the chest, straighten it out behind you. Pull it in, reach it back behind you. We're trying to develop heat through the midsection. We'll switch to the other side. Energize out through the leg. Pull those abs up to the sky. Set that down. We're going to walk ourselves into a downward dog position so you can walk those toes in towards your hands slightly, lifting your hips up to the sky. Elongate and flatten out through the spine as you walk the dog, bending one knee and alternating to the opposite knee. Breathe. Again, go as slow or as fast as it feels good for your body, pushing those heels down a little further. Soften through the knees there. You can hop through or you can take a step forward to the very top of where your hands are at and restack your spine. Reach those arms up again. Lean back. Open your arms out, pointing those fingertips down. Push into your low back as your hands support and begin to slowly bring your body into a forward fold position. Stepping the right foot behind you into a lunge and letting that knee drop down to the floor. Raise your arms up high to the sky. Push your hips forward to deepen the hip flexor stretch. Frame your ears with your arms. Setting those hands down, right hand goes down to the floor, left hand to the hip, and then up to the sky, if that is an option you would like to take today. You can look up at your hand or you can look down. Back to a lunge, and then we'll start to micro bend at the knee and stretch out through that hip flexor a little deeper. Step it forward once you're ready. Step the left foot back. Same idea, let it drop to the floor. Balance yourself as you go into that deep lunge, pushing those hips forward, sending those arms to the sky, widening through the chest and through the collarbone. Bringing those hands down when you're ready, keeping your left hand grounded to the floor. Simply raise the right arm up to the sky. Rotate your body, twisting into it. Once you're ready, we're going to micro bend at that left knee, adding little lunges here. So you're tapping your knee to the floor and you're straightening it. Walk your hands over to the left, coming into a wide stance with your feet. Maintain that forward fold position as you stretch. You're going to roll yourself back up again, and then let's go ahead and bring heels together, toes, toes, into again a parallel position here, standing tall. Stretch those arms up, grab a hold of your left wrist as you take that lateral side bend. Through the center, we'll switch through the wrist and opposite side. Again, you guys can take a little longer if that feels better for you. Bringing those arms down beside you. Again, another shoulder roll. Once you're ready, let's come down to the floor, lying on your back in a hook lying position. Your knees are bent, your feet are flat. We're going to bridge the hips up by pressing deeply into the arms. Lower the spine down all the way. Exhale. Connect the ribs together. Feel the connection through the back of the legs here. Exhale, pressing through the arms, we lift. Lower all the way down. Keeping those knees slightly apart. Float the right leg up so that the ankle's over the left knee, and you're going to dip the right hip down to the floor. Think of pouring tea here out of your right hip. You're re-squaring the hips when you come through center, and you're tipping the hip when you go in for that rotation. Setting that down, we'll switch it to the other side. So left ankle over that right knee, dip, return through center. Again, I'm doing about 5 here. You guys can take it to what feels right for you. If it's anywhere from 3 to 5, if you want more, feel free to go for more. Beautiful. Once you're ready, set that foot back down and then lower your body completely. Soles of your feet are coming together. Knees are wide apart into that butterfly position. We're going to bridge the hips up to hover, then teeter-totter the hips. Lower everything back down. Push into your feet, lift the hips to hover, teeter-totter the legs here, and lower it back down. You're not coming up very high, and you're letting gravity just sway your hips equally from left to right. Continue to breathe, finding your own pace, finding your own rhythm here. Good job. Return back to hook lying. Soles of your feet are down into the floor. Bridge up, float the right leg. Let's add some pulses here. So lower the hips, lift the hips. You're pushing strongly into the left foot. You're squeezing into both of those glutes equally. Set the foot down, carefully take it to the opposite side. Hips go down, they lift. Pressing firmly into that right foot. Squeezing through the butt cheeks here. Using your arms as leverage to balance. Great job, guys. Set that foot down and then slowly lower your hips all the way back to the floor. Perfect. Bridge back up. Float the right leg, stretch it to the sky. Lower and lift here. Pointing and flexing through the foot. Adding that extra variation is going to deepen the stretch through the hamstring and make the glute work for it. Good. And lower down. Switch it to the other side. Find your balance. Point through the toes. Energetically reaching that leg up. Drawing those abs in towards your spine. Staying strong. You guys have it. And last time there. Setting that foot down and lower everything back to the floor. Extend those legs out nice and long. Go into a nice pencil stretch where you're reaching your fingertips behind you, toes in front of you, creating opposition. Reach a little more with your right fingertips as you stretch through your right toes and begin to alternate sides. Once we're ready, guys, go ahead and back to your hook line position. We're going to curl the head and chest up as we sweep those arms around. Reach behind you, circle them all the way around next to your hips. We're going ahead and find tabletop. Extend the legs out right into your hundreds. You're breathing in for 5 counts. You're exhaling out for 5 counts. Stay strong through your legs. Point through your toes. Hug those inner thighs as if they were a unit. Stay curled up, looking down at your belly button. Try to avoid looking up to the ceiling, but if your neck begins to bother you, lower your head down completely. You can always take a tabletop position there with the legs where the knees are bent. You're doing great. Hang in there. Stay curled up. Reach a little further. Focus on your breathing. Pumping those arms. Inhaling for 5 counts and exhaling for 5 counts. Pull those knees in when you're ready. Take a breather here as we reorganize and set ourselves up for the next exercise. Right arm behind you, left leg in tabletop. Take a rotation here. Exhale, flex the spine, rotate over, reaching towards your left hip. We're emphasizing through the obliques, so focus on your sides of your abs engaging as your body lifts up. Adding another variation, leg can go nice and long and it lowers down to hover over the floor. This is definitely a little bit extra challenging. If you're happy with the leg and tabletop, then stay there. Perfect. Rotate and reach over the body. Take it to the other side. So the left arm reaches behind you, right arm beside your hip. Right leg to tabletop. Exhale, rotate up. Reach over the midline. 5 here. Breathe. Adding your next variation, leg to the sky. Lower it down as we reach. Lift it up as you lower your head and chest down. And exhale, lift for 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Beautiful job, guys. Okay, from this position, pull those knees into your chest, reset, maybe add some circular movements at the hip sockets. You can alternate directions, going one way and then circling it the opposite way. Just massaging out the hip joints. Let's go ahead and move over to your side here. You're going to be on your right forearm. We're going to add in a sideline series where you're kicking your left leg in front. Flex the foot, point the toes back. Stabilizing through the upper body. Exhale. Try not to dump into your shoulder or let your right obliques touch the floor. Stay strong as you puncture your elbow into the floor in that nice upright position, keeping your leg hip level. And we lift and lower here. So you're tapping your toes to the floor, you're lifting your leg up long, up to the sky. Be mindful of the way your hips are moving here. They should be strong and stable. They should avoid rotating backwards or rotating forward. Do what feels right for your leg. So wherever your leg wants to lift up to its high point, that's your stopping point. And we scissor it. So floating both legs off the ground, adding some coordination. One leg reaches forward, one leg reaches behind you. Again, very strong, very energetic through both of those legs here. You guys are doing awesome. Continue to balance. Let that bottom leg lower down right into hot potato. So you're internally rotated in that top leg, tapping the foot in front of the bottom foot, tap it in the back of the bottom foot. You should be able to feel this work right into your glutes. Exhale, lifting the leg. Inhale to lower the leg. Let's add a little pulse at the end. So keep that foot flex, pulse backwards, like you're pushing into a wall. Your heel is reaching. Awesome. Take it to your stomach here, guys. You're going to push yourself up into plank. Let's pull that left knee into the chest. Reach high behind you. Reach up. Reach up. Still working on that glute work. And to the right for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toes down. Take it into your downward dog position, that upside down V. Walking those feet in, maybe a slight micro bend at the elbow, and again, reaching your hips high to the sky. Walk it out to what feels best for your body. We're taking these opportunities to reset before we hit the other side. Carefully walk your hands in. Grab a hold of your ankles from the inside. Pull your upper body towards your knees. Release, and then slightly let it go as you roll up. Let's take ourselves to the opposite side. So we're on our left side now. You're on your left forearm. Bottom leg is extended. Top leg is lifting up. We're flexing the foot as we kick forward. Point it back. Flex forward, point it back. Staying strong and lifted out of your left shoulder. So create space between your left shoulder and your ear. Beautiful job here, guys. Focus on your breathing. Focus on your abs being drawn into your spine. Next variation, we're going to tap the toes, lift. Tap the toes, lift. Again, be very careful that the hips are not rotating forward or rotating backwards. Your chest is puffed up. Your spine is elongated. Exhale, float the leg up. Inhale to resist the leg as it lowers down. Reach those legs for scissors. Extend both legs out, reaching one behind you, one in front. Good balance here. Again, the movement of your legs doesn't have to be super wide. It could be smaller. Smaller range of motion is totally okay here. And then bring them together. We're going to go ahead and right into hot potato. You're tapping behind your foot. You're tapping in front of your foot. You're maintaining internal rotation through that right leg. Beautiful. Again, feeling this right into your glute minimus. So a different part of the glute, still in the hip region. We're almost there. Pulse it back. Keep that foot flexed. Reach with your heel right behind you like you're pushing hard against a wall. And there's no way of pushing it down. All right, let's take you guys back to your stomach. Push yourself to plank once again. Pull the right knee into the chest. Tap the knee down, getting deeper into those abs. Tap the knee, lift the knee. Tap and lift. You can always be on your left knee here. You don't have to be holding a straight-legged plank. So do the necessary modifications that are best for your body. When you're ready, switch to the other side. If you need to be on your forearms, that's also another variation that you can take here too. Listen to what your body is speaking today. Take it into your downward dog position again to reset, regroup. Honor what your body has been doing for you today. Really welcoming in those deep stretches. Once you're ready, float into plank once again. Taking your tricep dip and lift high into extension. Lower your elbows here. Lifting all of your limbs off the ground, swimming. Floating those legs, floating those arms, pumping them up one at a time. Alternating right and left. If you have to do one leg and one arm at a time, take that modification. Breathe at your own comfortable pace. Once you're ready, take that child's pose if you need it, setting those hips over your heels. You guys have done a great job today. Again, reward your body for all of that it's done.